What up, y'all? It's FortWorthFabian, BigBossFabo. I'm back with a video for the channel, man. I'm actually doing a reaction to Andrew Tate human trafficking allegations, latest investigation developments from Law and Crime Network, man. So obviously, if y'all know who Andrew Tate is, I've done a few reactions to him, but a very controversial, personality online. But multi-millionaire, kickboxing world champion, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, pretty much male mindset encourages, enthusiast, something like that. You can even put that title on him. He actually got arrested not too long ago for false accusations is what I believe. You know, I don't think he really did anything he's being accused of at this point in time, but Andrew Tate does have some powerful words and a powerful ideology that he's, put out into the stratosphere. And, the masses are starting to listen to his message. And then there's a lot of people, a lot of, powers that be that don't want that message to be exposed, so to speak. So let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. I guess Law and Crime Network has an additional some additional insight into this. So let me know y'all's thoughts, man. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video.
One of the most important things that's going to determine how successful you are in life is how much stress you can adopt. The more stress you can adopt, the more problems you're solving. And I tell you now, 99% of the people watching this stream would collapse under 5% of the daily I deal with.
So what's next in the Romanian criminal case against
Facts.
internet personality Andrew Tate? Romanian attorney Stefan Loredan breaks it all down.
Bruh, he innocent though. He didn't do nothing.
Andrew Tate. That's right. We got to talk about what's happening with Andrew Tate. The social media personality and former kickboxer and his brother Tristan were arrested in Romania. This is something that we reported here on Sidebar. In fact, apparently, Romanian authorities have been investigating the Tate brothers since April 2022, where they raided his home on allegations that he was holding women captive.
That's not true. That's not what happened. And I've said this many times, but people continue to ignore it and continue to purport the lie because that's how the internet works.
Facts.
Right? They continue to just keep pushing the lie because
but he ain't do nothing,
or because they personally don't
homie
like me,
free.
Want to use
he innocent though.
To pretend I'm a bad person. I can sit here and be vain and arrogant and say they're jealous of me and my success and they want to find a way to drag me down, but that's beside the point. The actual point is, it's not true. And I was swatted just like anyone else was. And if I had actually hurt anybody, the Romanian police would have me in jail.
But interestingly, it was only after a Twitter spat with activist Greta Thunberg in late December that Tate and his brother were officially detained by Romanian authorities on human
Greta Thunberg's the feds, bro. As soon as they had this little debacle with her, he ends up getting arrested. Come on, man.
Trafficking.
Somebody slipping the feds some information, some false accusations.
Charges. There are 6 reported victims in this case. According to a statement from Romanian prosecutors, quote, the 4 suspects appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost. And now we have some updates for you in this case, like how several of Andrew Tate's cars have been seized and how he's appealing an order that extended his detention in jail by 30 days. So it's important in life to know what you know and what you don't know. I am not ashamed to admit I am no Romanian law expert. It's just the case. I'm not. Well, our next guest is. Our next guest is Stefan Loredan. He is a Romanian lawyer. He has been following this case, and you can check him out on his YouTube page where he talks all about it. Stefan, thank you so much for taking the time to come here.
Stefan.
I want to get
what
right
you calling him Stefan
exactly
for, bro?
Are the
Enunciate.
charges that Andrew Tate
Pronounce.
is facing? How serious is this? And, what is your reaction to the case? We're trying to get some more context.
Okay, first of all, thanks for having me. I'll get right into it. So, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan, alongside 2 Romanian women, are facing charges related to rape, human trafficking, and then also the establishment of a criminal organized group. That's the main 3 charges they are facing right now. Now, the investigation dates back to April 2022, back when the Romanian police has raided their house after a U.S. citizen made a call to the U.S. embassy saying that there's a U.S. woman, it was one of his relatives, right? This U.S. woman was held at Tate's brother's house against her will. So that's when really everything started. Now, of course, the investigation started back then, and in a time span of 8 months until December, the police and the prosecutor has gathered a lot of evidence, right? And on December 29th, once he arrived in Romania, he has been arrested first for a period of 24 hours. And after this period expired, the prosecutor went on in front of the judge and proposed, because that's how the legal system works in Romania, the prosecutor proposes and the judge can decline or accept, okay? And the prosecutor proposed that they keep them under arrest for a period of 30 days.
I ain't gonna lie, because I thought he had bonded out. I swear he had gotten out, and then now everybody free Andrew Tate, free Andrew Tate. So I guess they had, like, according to this video, they had extended his sit down 30 days. How can you do that though?
And
Law
the judge
must be
accepted,
crazy
and
out there.
now they are under arrest. Now this decision has already been appealed by their lawyer, and we are going to hear from the judge on 10th of January, so in like 4 days from now. My prediction is that they are going to be kept under arrest for the entire period. But this is not, it's not like they are being in prison right now. It's only a security measure, and it's mainly for two main reasons. First of all, so they can't leave the country, so they can't flee the country, because they were very vocal about having these different citizenship, these different passports. And so this is like one of the biggest mistake that can happen. And the second is so that they don't intervene with the witnesses, so they don't influence the witnesses and their statements and everything, right? So that's why they're being kept. Now, I would say that the next logical thing that we should look forward to in this case is the appeal that is going to be ruled over in 4 days on January 10th. And if it's going to be declined, as is my prediction, right, as I predict, then on January 29th, the 30 days period will be expiring, and the prosecutor has to come again in front of the judge, and he's going to propose one of the following three measures. It's either going to propose to extend the arrest for another 30 days, or keep them, second one is to keep them under arrest, at home arrest for 30 days, or the third one is to set them free, but they would have to come to the police every week to sign some papers that they are still in Romania, and they are not going to be allowed to leave the country. Now, again, my prediction is that they are going to be set free. At least that's my prediction. They're going to be set free. And
what makes you say that? Why do you think they'd be set free?
Well, I think they're going to be set free because I feel like it's not so often that they manage to keep them for a longer period than 30 days. Now, keep in mind that they can keep them for up to 180 days, so they can just extend this period 30 days, right? But usually what happens is they only keep them for 30 days so that they can gather further evidence in the case from the witnesses and everything. And after that, they can be judged with them in freedom.
They just really trying to milk it.
Do you ever walk into a
That's what
room
they're
and
trying to do.
completely forget why you're there?
It's like people seem to not understand that Andrew Tate did come from that video background, that webcam girl background, but he did it like legally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls, he had a business about it. And he's talked about it plenty of times on the internet, but of course folks gonna run with the narrative, oh man, like he really kidnapping women and stuff. Like, come on, bro. He got no reason to do so. He already a multi-millionaire. Why he need to kind of like resort to doing something petty like this?
Why did they seize Andrew Tate's cars? Because the way that I read it, it was to fund the investigation. Am I?
That's crazy.
No.
That's wild, bro.
This is a common procedure in Romania when you are dealing with crimes. When you are facing crimes that have behind the fact that you can gain monetary. You can make money from those crimes, right? Then they seize usually your assets, so they make sure that in the end, if you are found guilty, they can sell those assets and they can pay the victims and they can pay everybody that was involved and that needs to be paid.
So just taking a step back,
kind of is the fund
for back in April.
That kind of is funding the investigation. He found guilty, man. It's still used towards the investigation, so to speak. You feel me? Like, what is you saying, my boy?
What he was arrested for in December, they're related, right? And the idea here is that they created some sort of network where they were, was it lying to the women? Was it, again, what the allegation is, forcing them to be exploited for pornographic reasons? I mean, I'm trying to make sense of exactly what they're being accused of here.
That's a great question. Well, the statement that the authorities have made in regards to this case say that he's accused of using the lover boy method in order to lure the victims.
But he got game regardless, though.
The women's, right? The young ones. Now, the problem is that in Romania, this lover boy method.
And no discrediting to any real victims in situations like this. I already know there's gonna be people in the comments, oh my God, how can you laugh? Oh, you're so cold and heartless, like taking this too serious, bro. You know Andrew Tate did not do this, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Only people who don't really know him is gonna be like, and not saying I know him personally, only people who don't really follow him will say that he actually committed this crime. They're trying to silence him right now because his voice is too big. What he's saying is too powerful, too strong. So basically, what you got to do is, like, come on, give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, innocent until proven guilty type stuff. They really just trying to silence homie.
Is very well known, and for the last 30 years have been used mostly by criminals, but like mafia bosses, right, to lure women and then exploiting them for prostitution. And as you can imagine, in other countries in the world, this lover boy method is totally fine, it's totally legal.
Bro said the lover boy method.
But in my opinion, Andrew Tate and his brother, they are unlucky because Romania already has made a perception about this method and they are associating with those criminals, right? Now, I'm not saying that the woman that they've been luring to them have been used for prostitution. I think mainly what they used this method for was to attract those young women and convert them into the employees for their webcam business, you know. But now, obviously, all the statements that they made on the internet and everything they said is going to be used against them, and they are going to have a hard time, at least in my opinion, to prove the judge wrong.
Let's talk about that. What is a trial in Romania look like? I mean, in terms of how it's presented by the prosecution and what kind of defenses could be mounted by Andrew Tate and his brother, and when will a trial happen?
Yeah, well, right now we are in the investigation phase. We are yet to move to the trial, right? The next natural step would be the trial, right? But there's still time. Like I assume that we are going to stay in the investigation phase for at least like a few months, in the next few months, and then they're going to move to the trial. And keep in mind that usually when you move to the trial, means that you have evidence, because here's how it works in Romania. A judge will look at the evidence that the prosecutor is providing, and if he feels like there's enough evidence against the suspect, then he's going to push the file further to the trial. If not, he's going to decline it, and he will say to the prosecutor,
but they're going to just throw evidence, bro. They're going to be making it up. You know how sometimes the feds just be adding pieces of evidence. They be planting evidence.
With more evidence, and then we can move to the trial.
Watch.
So most likely, if they're going to move to the trial, they're going to be convicted, at least in my opinion. And in terms of the prison time, if they are found guilty for all the 3 infractions, they can face up to 10 to 20 years in prison. Because the rape, it's 5 to 10 years. The human trafficking, 5 to 10 years. And then the other one, the criminal group, it's 1 to 5 years.
What are some potential defenses, though?
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy
Yeah,
anything
good
online.
question, my boy.
Don't
Good
spend
question.
another dime on Amazon.
Hey, like the
until you
video,
watch
man.
this
Comment
first.
down below. Let me know what y'all think about this.
It's really hard to say. Like in Romania, we have a simplified version of the trial, but this implies that the suspects recognize the crimes that they've committed. I'm 100% sure that they won't recognize anything, right? And so the trial will go on for like at least 1 to 3 years once it gets to the trial. Now, in terms of the defense, I think the lawyer will have to play a game of denying everything and making it blame somebody else or something like that. But the judge is not stupid, and the legal system in Romania, it's not stupid. Okay, the prosecutor is smart. He's a chief prosecutor, one of the highest rankings in his category. He's very well known for leading some of the biggest cases against anti-mafia. He has 24/7 security assured by the security forces of Romania, because he received a lot of death threats in the past. And what I guess my point here is that I think the prosecutor and the legal system will go all in against Andrew Tate and his brother, unfortunately, and he's going to have a hard time defending himself.
Before I let you go, we have about a minute left. What is the standard of proof? So in America, it's beyond a reasonable doubt. It's the highest standard we have, and a jury determines. I mean, obviously, defendants can choose to have a judge hear a case, but we usually have a jury decide a criminal case. What is the system in Romania in terms of the burden of proof by the prosecution, and also who decides it, a judge or a jury?
Yeah, it's a very good point. It's totally different in Romania. First of all, the prosecutor has to come with all the evidence, and then the judge will rule over the decision. So there's no jury involved. It's a simple system. Okay.
It's a weak system. You're talking about it's a simple system. That's not accurate, though. They probably got a lot of false accusations and folks locked up for something they didn't do in Romania right now. Because imagine if they planted evidence. How do you disprove it? Oh, we have evidence. The judge see evidence. Oh, he guilty. Maybe I'm making it too black and white, but that sounds real done to me.
Okay, so
it make it seem like he don't really have a shot.
Lawyer defends the suspects. The prosecutor attacks, if you want, the suspects or charges them, right? And then the judge rules over the matter. But that's it.
Stefan Loredan, really, thanks for taking the time to explain this to us. I never knew about this. I think our viewers and our listeners will be very informed about this. Where can everybody find more information about you?
Okay, so you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Just Stefan Loredan, or just write Romanian lawyer and you'll find me
boy,
all over the internet. Thank you.
And you do work across the globe as well?
So that right there, Andrew Tate, human trafficking allegations, latest investigation developments. Basically, they making it seem like Buddy got his back against the wall. That's from what I understood. Oh, it's not like America. We don't have a jury. We just have evidence, and the judge can say he's guilty or not. Huh? Because imagine if the case has been tampered with, manipulated with, bro. They going to plant all type of stuff in Andrew Tate's house. Oh, look, we have these documents. Oh, look what we found. You know what I'm saying? They could easily manipulate this, bro. Easily, in my opinion. They really out to get him, man. The world out to get Andrew Tate, and they usually say, you know, first they try to cancel you, then they try to arrest you, lock you up, and then it's the next part they try to murder you. Where it's like powerful voices, people who speaking out against the matrix or what's optimal in society, they pretty much will get banned to the shadow realm, or people try to cancel you, bro. So it's not even trying to knock the message. Like, bro got a real true message of what he's trying to preach, and a lot of people just too soft nowadays in 2023. They don't know how to handle the truth. They just weaklings, you know what I'm saying? And I've always rocked with Andrew Tate. His message, he's always been about bigging men up, developing men, you know, pretty much getting them to be men. Too many people are soft nowadays. And what's wrong with a man acting like a man? Oh, no, we don't. It's too many people trying to manipulate the male mindset. Man is man for a reason. We are men, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to cower down. You know, we are who we are for a reason. Women are women, men are men. And I believe that you should be true to your biological nature. You know what I'm saying? So that's all he advocates for. And people tear him down. Oh, he's a misogynist. What? No, bruh. I believe he just understands gender roles. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's really trying to help man get their masculinity back. And really help men try to just be the best man they can be. Y'all don't even really see the side of where he's telling men to get their money up. Stay in shape. Be the best man you can be for whoever you're trying to be with. You know, pretty much chase your dreams. Be a go-getter. Like, think outside the box, you know, and pretty much the optimal ways to get things done. But he's always trying to give influence on that. They don't care to shed light on the positive things. People just want to shed light on the negative things. So shout out to Andrew Tate, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. We'll catch you guys in the next video.